Hey, it's Coach Holloway here. I'm about to step off of my bus and go into wrestling practice, and we're going to have a theme this year of pursue. And so we're going to have a lot of good talks about pursuing God. And the interesting thing is that He pursues us. That's one of the things we're going to talk about. Not just that we should pursue Him, which is something that a lot of teenage boys are not thinking about, but they're usually thinking about pursuing relationships and championships. But we're going to be talking this year about pursuing God, and the interesting thing is that He pursues us. I mean, how is that for some good news that God is pursuing you? And so that's one of the things we're going to be talking about. We're going to talk about the fact that we're made to achieve. We're made by God to give ourselves to something, right? And we find that real easy to do, to give ourselves to something. But we're giving ourselves to something, but we don't ever stop to ask if that something that we're giving ourselves to is gonna satisfy us. Like if you put all your eggs in one basket, right? Like if I win this championship, or if I win this title, the assumption or the unstated idea is that I will be fully and finally satisfied if I can just achieve that. And we know that that's not true. But so we were made to grow and to achieve and to become bigger and stronger and faster, and so we have to be careful what we give ourselves to, because sometimes we put our hope in those things and it doesn't satisfy. We become confused. I mean, so the things that we pursue and achieve and reach, they can either clarify or confuse us in our search. Psalm 42 and Psalm 63 says, "My soul thirsts for thee, O God, in a dry and weary land. As the deer pants for the water, so my soul thirsts for thee." Somebody said that our heart has a hole in it, not a physical hole, but an emptiness there, a longing for God that He put there. He put that there, and we're not gonna be able to satisfy that or fill that, satiate that with stuff, or even with people or accomplishments. But it's made just for God alone to satisfy that longing and that desire. We were made to know somebody. You see, this is a message that students need to hear, that we were made to know somebody, not be somebody. And everything around us screams, you got to be somebody, right? You got to be somebody. You got to be known. You got to have followers. You got to have likes. You got to have all this stuff on the net. And meanwhile, deep down in our heart, there's this longing for significance and purpose, and it's only going to be met by God. So I'm looking forward to this wrestling season, talking to the students about these things, about us pursuing God, but the greater and ongoing discovery is that He is pursuing us, that He loves us, and He pursues a relationship with us. And so I'm looking forward to sharing these amazing truths with the guys on the team, and looking forward to seeing what God does this year on the wrestling team.